Hey, what's happening? Ah, shit, boy, Rudeway, live. Now, I'm gonna try this again. Right now, I'm still kind of just trying to get the hang of this software and getting it up and popping. So, if you can hear me good, say it. If not, also the internet be tripping here, so keep that in mind. So, if I have any problems with the internet, I'll just end it and come back on later. Ha ha. So, hey, how you doing, Eileen? So there's a maybe a slight delay, so be patient with me. Be patient. Is that Rodley? Ever considered it? Oh, hello, hello. You play flute and piano. Stay kind, stay true. That's great. That's great. Which one you play the best, flute or the piano? And also, am I coming through clear? Clarinet and drums in the house. In the house. Cool. Oh, so you should be pretty good then. You should be really good. Are you posting videos also? Stay, what is it? Stay kind? Cool. Again, I'm still just trying to get this live stream thing on the wraps. And there is like a tiny delay, so again, bear with me. Where I'm at, the internet signal fluctuate terribly. So that's kind of one of the reasons I haven't been going online. But today we seem to be in a much better internet area. Baritone what? Baritone, just regular baritone? Ah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, well, later is cool when you're older. Yeah, flute. Flute is cool. I'm still learning the flute. I've just really been kind of just trying to get my skills up on the saxophone. But yeah, I really love the flute. I always keep one near, but I don't feel confident enough to really play the flute because of the armature on cam. So I play it every now and then, or if I practiced a particular song for a while, I might play the flute. But I haven't practiced the flute in like months. So, any questions? Crazy Town, do you have a saxophone first? If you have a saxophone, then it's much easier. Oh yeah, yeah. That's hopefully I will become better. Just not today though. Not today. I started when I was young. Reed instrument is you just got to get one, and you just really gotta spend some time with it. At least 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes a day to get more adjusted with it, and then you'll get better. But if you good on the flute, I'll take that skill up to the roof, and then maybe try to read instruments. The easiest instrument is the one that you practice. Because they all of them you have to practice them. And it depends on how good you want to get on the instrument, which really matters. Are you working on it? Cool, cool. That's how you do it. You just keep working at it every day, and you'll find that you're gonna get better. That's all I do. I work at it. Um, I tried them all, but I'm not good at string instruments. I actually have guitar, I have a violin, um, cello, viola, but I can't play them string instruments because I don't really practice them. Every time I think about playing a string instrument, I'm like, I would rather practice the saxophone or the clarinet, and it just takes my time away. Even the piano, I love the piano. I play it well enough to produce songs and do all my covers, but I don't play it what I would feel good enough to go and play like a live show or something on it because of inconsistencies in my playing. Only because I don't practice, and in fact, I'm touching the piano right now, so I keep it all close at hand. So whenever I do decide to do it, it's available to me. Oh, really? Um, the flute and the violin for any of these instruments is pretty much equal. It just depends on what makes it easier is the one that you love the most. If you the person that love the string instruments, then the violin is gonna feel easier to you. And if you really like the wind instruments, controlling your sound through wind, then the wind instrument is gonna definitely be. So it's kind of varies on what do you like. Oh, a meet and greet. Well, the meet and greet would have to be online because I'm in the Philippines. I'm not in the U.S. So far away. But a meet and greet maybe in the Philippines would be cool. I'm not sure when I'm coming back to the U.S. Are you from the U.S.? Are you in the U.S. now, or are you from another country? Is that Michaela? So, any more questions? You have questions? I have answers. Ah, okay, yeah. Well, quite a few of my subscribers is actually from the U.S. So first, I'm gonna just get used to this streaming live, and then worry about the meet and greet after I get this down pat. But that's actually a good idea. Definitely when I come back to the U.S. Uh, a little bit, not much. YouTube, it depends because I do covers. So the main artists of those covers normally get the majority of that money. So whenever you do covers, you don't really make much money off YouTube unless you do affiliate links and all of that, which I'm not doing at this particular time. So no, but if I was doing more original music online and videos that didn't have copyright stuff in it, then yeah, I would make much more money. Hi, Goku. Hi. So that's how YouTube work. You really have to work at it, and the bulk of the money from YouTube come from other affiliate links, putting links in for like Amazon, endorsing different small little products will help. But actual YouTube, unless you have a lot of subscribers and a lot of views on all your videos, you make a small amount of money, but you can do okay. Like, and if you're doing covers, then you make even less because they take like 95% of the money. So you get a little something, but it's cool. It's still fun. Yeah, I love YouTube. YouTube is one of my favorite platforms because you can just put your video up, put it out, and then you get comments even months later in regards to the video you put out. So YouTube is really really nice. It also keeps your ideas flowing. Yeah, I love YouTube. It's definitely my favorite platform, and it's kind of I don't really get on Facebook very not that much, so I don't really have a great following on Facebook. Yes, it is. You're in band camp, okay. Um, if you could play one sax, you could play them all. So if you got access to tenor, I mean, I love tenor. I actually love tenor more than alto. Everyone has their own ideas, um, but yeah, that's definitely a great idea. And learn that soprano and get used to the soprano as well. No one plays tenor sax. Who's what? Oh, in band camp, no one plays tenor sax in your band camp. So you get to stand out. Are you good at the tenor? Also, are you as good on tenor as you are on the alto? It's a little bit heavier, but you know. Good evening. Texas is in the house. Yeah, man, the tenor saxophone is the bomb. Love the tenor, because it's in a key of B flat. You know. Now, are you a big guy? Are you big? Or are you small? Is so is the tenor a heavy instrument for you, are you okay with the weight of the tenor? Yeah, tenor. I started playing tenor saxophone. Yeah, I know. I don't really come on live that much, because in the Philippines the internet it fluctuates terribly, and it's like the most ridiculous to be online and then it just cuts off. Ah, yeah, tenor saxophone. I mean, I love the tenor. I just started playing tenor a couple of months ago, so tenor is actually I love tenor way more than the alto. So I have a brand new tenor and I have a brand new soprano, professional models, but my alto is a student model. All right, stay kind, stay true. You have a great night, and I'll get online more often now. I kind of got a time on which I can actually come on where the internet is working really good. So I'll definitely be online more. So if you have more questions, you definitely can ask them, and I'll be available to answer them. So you have a great night, and I'll see you maybe on the next live stream soon. So stay kind, stay true, for real though. Ah, you gotta step your game up on that B flat clarinet, man. B flat clarinet is the thing. Um, yeah, French horn. I get it. When you say that the alto sax get talked about, what you mean, in a good way or just general conversation or in a bad way? Hold on a minute. What instrument was that? You talking about on the clarinet? Normally, if you want to reach your notes faster, you want to practice all your scales. You want to go through all your scales and be familiar with it, and or definitely practice the scale. If you're trying to do a song, you definitely want to just go through the scale on that song um, a couple of times and make sure that you're refamiliarized with that scale, and that will make it definitely easier to play, especially if it's a cover. You can actually look on the line and see what key it's in and practice that scale before you even begin, and you'll find it'll come to you really, really fast. But I try to, at least recently, try to start really practicing my scales. That's because the alto sax is still in the shine. Alto sax, a sax period is like the lead instrument. You know, the French horns normally they're normally like the backup. But if you want to be a standout artist, you have to play the saxophone or the trumpet. Those are the instruments that really, especially in a like a band, that stands out. Now, if you're gonna play the clarinet in a like definitely in like a school band, you're gonna be playing like the background, you know. So that's the great thing about a YouTube channel where you could take the clarinet and put it in the front. But in the band, most of the real music is written for the alto sax or the trumpet players because they project the sound project more. So, but the clarinet is one of those. It's a more quieter. That's why you hear it more in the orchestras, you know. But I just love the clarinet. So Texas, what other instrument do you play? Since you're saying that you just really played your B flat clarinet once. What was the other instrument? Yeah, because the alto is a little brighter, you know, but the tenor sax is. Ooh, I really love the tenor sax. Oh, I compose all the time. I have an EP out on iTunes, Spotify, and all of the platforms. It's called See Pleasure, See Pain, and I also have tons of instrumentals that I do. But the See Pleasure, See Pain is the one, my original. Plus, most of my covers is on iTunes. If you notice in the description, you'll see there's always a link to iTunes or Spotify. So I put most of them on iTunes and Spotify, Amazon. It kind of like goes on almost all of the platforms. So to answer your question, yes, I do compose. In fact, I have 5 songs I have to master today, between today and tomorrow, and then I will put them online under my other page called Rudeway Beats. Of course, you're gonna be noticed being the only tenor sax. You're definitely gonna stand out, man. The tenor sax is a sexy instrument. You're definitely gonna stand out, and the tenor sax blast. That thing is, ooh, the tenor sax is the bomb. Come on, man. Y'all trumpet players must be weak if the tenor sax is if the saxophone is drowning out a trumpet. That is unheard of. The trumpet is a very noisy, loud instrument, and it really projects if it's played right. Any more questions? No more questions? Oh, I agree. I agree. Ah, okay. That's fair enough. But the tenor stands out. The tenor saxophone really stands out. See, keep a tenor right here. Booyah! That's why I'm so passionate about the tenor. So you have a great instrument to play the tenor. I mean the alto is cool too, but the tenor stands out. One of my favorite tenor players who really sticks to tenor and soprano is Boney James. Yeah, well, beef clarinet is definitely one of my favorite also. I have several clarinets. So, what have you learned on the clarinet so far? Have you learned your scales? You're learning your scales now. I had a request for some more videos on scales and the chromatic scale on the clarinet, so I think I'll shoot that first thing next week and put those up. Yeah, yeah. Well, on the clarinet, I actually love all the low notes. Ah, welcome back. Welcome back, Michaela. I like the low notes on the clarinet. These are the notes I like. that's the notes I like on the clarinet, the low ones. Once you start going above that, it for me it just gets, I feel it's a bit noisy. So low note, low notes is the ticket for your boy. But I mean the upper notes is cool too. Thank you. Yeah, they really are. Even the upper notes, I'll be like, why even go that loud? That's the good thing about when you can create all the music from scratch. Then you put it in a key that's more comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be in the original key. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Cool. What instrument would I recommend if I played flute? Um, I like Yamaha products, but it depends on how advanced are you. Um, there's this company called I think was Senko that makes great flutes, but they're kind of pricey. So Yamaha can probably take you as high as you need to go on the flutes. It's kind of your how advanced you are on the flute. If you're a beginner, I would stick to like the Yamaha. I forgot the name of the model, but it's like the $600-700 range or better. Normally, the better the instrument, the easier it is to play, and the nicer it sounds. So, if your budget allow you to get a professional instrument and you think you're gonna stick with it, then that would definitely be the way to go. I do. I play the sax as well. I'm very passionate about the sax. The sax I find for me it's a lot more challenging, especially the lower notes. Um, I've been having a sax a very long time, and I just learned how to play the lower notes like that C and that low B and B flat. Those notes was like nerve wracking to really learn on the sax. So I finally learned how to do that. I still have trouble with it. I still practice it a lot. So um, when I do compose songs, I've been kind of avoiding it. But the last maybe 2 weeks, I've been really practicing how to play those doggone notes. What is that clarinet? It depends. I'm not sure. The trombone, I haven't even touched the trombone in many years. So to go from trombone to flute, it just depends on if you like the sound and if you're willing to learn how to play it. But trombone is actually a great instrument as well. The low C on the alto is so yeah. It is nerve wracking, but I mean, when you hit it, it's great. Oh yeah, the sax trombone is not good from flute. Yeah, I believe that there's an art to music, and if you can learn one instrument, you can learn them all. It's just a matter of practicing. The one thing they all have in common is that the notes don't really change, except from bass clef to treble clef. So if you learn the notes in both of those clefs, then it doesn't you got half of the music already done. So the next step is to just learn the notes on the instrument. And if you get really good on one, you can almost teach yourself any other instrument. The only thing where you might have trouble if you're playing a woodwind instrument is maybe the embouchure, and if you're playing the strings. But if you could find the first notes on it, C, G, whatever note you find, then you know the next note up is gonna be D. If you start on the C, the next one is D. The next one is E. The next one is F. The next one it's going to be G. The next one is going to be A again, and so on and so forth. And anything that's half step up, it's just a sharp. So if you approach music like that, you'll find that you can teach yourself how to play almost any instrument. You just have to find that note and then look at some YouTube videos. Now, it don't hurt to have a teacher. Well, are you asking, or woodwind easier? Thank you, Tiffany. You asking, are you so woodwinds? Well, not with this. You mean where I'm at now? When you say a tour? Can you get a tour? Because I'm on a desktop computer, so I can't really move from this position. For me, woodwind instruments are easier, but because I'm just used to it. I never had it. I just started getting into string instruments. I don't care. Is that the new one? I don't care. Yeah, that's the new one. I'll consider it. I'll have to listen to it. If it's in a good key, then I'll do it. And if it's not just like unreasonable sharps and flat. Mm, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. I haven't really practiced check even found the keys to it. Just lately, I've been very very busy, so I hadn't taken out any time to do any covers. So I just decided to come live and just reach out and talk and kind of answer questions. I get a lot of questions in the comments. I just decided to take out a moment to really just answer questions. The most sharps and flats I had in the song, um, I can't think really off top. Oh, I'm so American. I'm from originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, so American. Ah, see that your grandfather's a very wise man. Any instrument is hard if you don't like it. If you pick it up and you find that you love the way it sounds, then you're gonna find it much easier. And everything is hard until you learn it. Once you start learning it, it gets much, much, much easier, much, much more nicer, and extremely more fun. So, you know, if you don't practice, of course. Ah, thank you, thank you. That was when I first got the saxophone, so that was a lot of work trying to play that particular song right. I really, really worked on that one. Um, my armature was like all over the place on that one, but it came out good anyway. So thanks for noticing that. I really just started doing the covers on the saxophones to kind of force me to practice it because it's easier to go back to the clarinet one that you're much more familiar with. So I found it very much more pleasurable and easier to practice on it by giving myself a task like doing a cover on it. So sounds like you want to switch to the French horn. Wiggle or talk dirty. That's old already. If I do wiggle or talk dirty, the it is actually both of them is really, really, really cool songs. But I mean, I didn't catch it when it first came out, so if I do it now, you'll probably be the only one want to look at it. It's definitely a good song. I mean, I peep it out from time to time, but I won't listen to it every day. Ah, your band director go. Yeah, I mean, learn as many instruments as you can, and that way you will find out exactly which one you love the most, and at least get the foundation on it, so that even if you choose to go back to your sax or the other instrument, you still have the foundations. And maybe as you get older, you might decide that you want to have a French horn also. But note that the French horn, there's not hardly anyone actually soloing. So if you don't mind being in the background, then the French horn is a cool instrument. Or unless you're gonna do YouTube videos featuring the French horn, and then that would be cool too. My favorite instrument, number one instrument, is the clarinet, um, and then the saxophone is like right there with it, because I love the sax because the sax really blast. It's a very it really projects versus the clarinet. The clarinet, you really have to blow it to get a sound out of it. But clarinet was my first instrument, so it's still number one. And clarinet is the main reason I even started doing videos. It gave me a purpose. The covers kind of gave me a reason to practice, because you have to practice them to do that. Also, it made me pick up my skills on actually recreating music, so I'm much better at producing songs. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's what I'm here for. To save you from boredom. Boredom, who needs it? My favorite branded instrument for the clarinet right now, it's back on. That's BACKUN. They make some of the most beautiful instruments that sound great. Um, if you're going for a professional instrument, they're pricey, but excellent. Yeah, sax is definitely more like brass. When I love the sax. The sax project. At the moment, no, I'm not doing any gigs at the moment, but I'm considering it in the near future, putting together maybe a show to do some shows, to do gigs. But at the moment, none. I have nothing planned at the moment. Right now, I'm working on um, instrumentals, beats, and stuff. Just putting them out on Spotify and iTunes, and I'm in the process of doing an album, which seems to be mostly consistent of more singing now. It was supposed to be more instrumental, but now I found a passion for singing. Huh. I used to rap and sing when I was much younger, but kind of got away from it. And now, since I'm into the music, I find that I like singing. Who would have thought? My tenor sax mouthpiece is by a company called Weisenberg, and it's a metal mouthpiece. I'll show it to you. This is my tenor mouthpiece. See? See the W? Weisenberg? And that's a company out of Thailand. Nope, Taiwan. My bad. That's a company out of Taiwan. Um, in America, in the U.S., I like Yamaha, and I also have a soprano, Weisenberg, out of Thailand, out of Taiwan. My bad. Again, I keep getting Thailand and Taiwan confused. Um, for what, the mouthpiece or for the saxophone? Are you talking about a tenor saxophone? But yeah, Yamaha makes a very nice saxophone. The mouthpiece was $300. For the body of an alto. I'm not sure about the question. When you said for the body of the alto, what does that mean? What is the complete question? I understand. It sounds like you need to be getting a clarinet or a flute if you want to play light. If you don't want to play loud, the clarinet or flute might be your instrument. And you do know there's a thing you can actually blow that instrument softer. You don't have to be loud. You can play it much softer. It's actually funny. See? And also, see, for the flute player, to show you I really do love flutes, this is a Chinese flute made in China in the key of D. So you can also get bamboo flutes if you play flutes, or if you, and they're very cheap, and they actually have them online on Amazon. And then this is another one in the key of C. So if you don't want to be too loud, you can get you some of these to get you. Terrible. Let's try the other one. I might could do a little better on this one. See? Alright, let's try this. Alright, see you later, King. Ooh, amateur. Needs a lot to work. But I keep a lot of flutes around me as well. I love flute. So, as you can see. So, woodwind, anything woodwind, that's my passion. So, I even have. Whoa, this is actually another flute from China. This is called a vertical flute. This thing is cool. So this is like that for that clarinet, just to show you the difference in length. So when you look at it, this one here is, I don't know if you can see that. See the different sizes? It's much longer. It's cool. And this one is played straight like a clarinet. It's funny when I first got this. No, that's me. That's me. That's me, son. I told you this flute business. I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice, but I do have them close at hand. So, in about 2 3 days, maybe 2 3 hours of practice, I will be good on it. But I just didn't commit the time. And also, all of these instruments are in different keys. Like this one here is in a key of, I want to say G. Should have a G somewhere around here. Ah, key of G. So, with that being said, the when you play certain notes, it sounds different. You got to play louder. But didn't you said you was gonna if you're gonna switch to the French horn, I mean you're gonna be right there where you needed to be, and no one could blast you out, you know. But the saxophone is the bomb. So I don't know why you're getting blasted out. The fruit sounded horrible. I didn't think I sound that bad, really. I really didn't think I sound that bad, you know. And while you're laughing, I probably could take this thing, play it into the microphone, and make a hit with it. Ha 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 ha. The marching band is definitely a lot of work, especially if you're from a place like where I'm from, New Orleans, where they have parades where you might walk a 10-mile parade playing an instrument. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work. So, did y'all do like parades where you actually had to march a distant, or you did mostly like concert? No, not, well, it wouldn't be much. More like football games and stuff like that. So you no longer play the clarinet in marching band? Clarinet is my favorite. Sax is the second. Ah, cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, the football games. I love the football games. The parades. I just the only thing I didn't use like about the parades is if you have to use the restroom, there's nowhere really to go, so you have to hold it while marching, and that was my only problem with marching in parades. Mm, okay. What is mellow? Is that an instrument? Oh, that sounds like fun. Boston and Disney. Wow. Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot with the music. Ah, what a great day. Hello, S. How you doing today? Ah, mellophone. Okay, is it? Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I know exactly what you're talking about now. That's cool. You are very busy in getting your music on. I mean, just to have access to all of those instruments, all those great instruments, is like as you would say in church, a blessing. So that's cool. No, I wasn't the drum major. Our drum major was whew, he really could dance, and that was never my forte, dancing. So I didn't make drum major. I got up to first clarinet though. Um, I did I did marching band during middle school. So I did what seven, eight, and ninth grade. You had to choose one, or you chose one. What? Oh, wow, wow, that's cool. What instrument do you play? That's cool. That's very flattering. Thank you. Hallelujah was one of my most creative recreation. Ah, clarinet. Oh yeah, you play the right instrument. It. I use clarinet, sax. I even think I played a little flute on that particular song. I didn't. I don't ever showcase all of the other instruments, only the main instrument. But yeah, I played. I definitely played the sax on it as well. But yeah, it's man, that song. It really turned out great. I really totally recreated that song from various versions of that song, and I actually did that one while on vacation at a resort. Um, that song and Rockabye by Clean Bandit. So very fun. It's good to hear that you really love it because I put in a lot of work on that song. I didn't play it like um, most people actually hear it. I played like a combination of of how like three, four different artists did it, and then stripped it down and redid it. Oh, thank you, thank you. What notes? So did you use the sheet music or you used the notes? Because I redid the notes because I find a lot of people love the notes more. Also, um, the sheet music. I don't do the sheet music videos anymore because YouTube is giving strikes and flagging them and removing people channels from it. So the sheet music that I already have up, I just leave it and then I just do the notes. But the notes is a lot more work to do. The sheet music is actually much easier and much nicer to do. I just had to get away from it because of YouTube. Um, Creating a song on a saxophone, an original song. The easiest way to create a song, especially if you want it to be like R&B, is to write out lyrics for it and then play the lyrics on the instrument. That is kind of more the more easiest, the more effective, and probably the most fun way to do it. So, how I create songs is I would first, if I have create the music, Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, that's cool. I remember that video. It's okay. Don't English is. I'm in the Philippines, so I people um not speaking the greatest of English is definitely here. So I'm used to it. It's no problem. Just I totally understand you, and that's all that matters. So don't worry about your English being correct. Just say whatever you have to say. Yeah, but back to Goku question on how to create a song. If this is original song, um, and you have music already, then you just and you really want it to be an instrumental, just sing something that fits the song. And if you're not using the lyrics, it doesn't matter long as you use your mouth like an instrument. So if you got a song, just say whatever comes to mind. It doesn't matter, um, and record it, then listen back, and then if you like the way it sounds, then you just play it on your instrument. So you just kind of keep it in mind of like someone else, like how a singer would approach a song, and that will give you the best. Now, if you're doing something jazzy, then you just have to pick up your instrument and play. But keep in mind if you're going to create an original song. Now, hopefully, this is the question you're asking. If you're trying to create an original song, just keep it in mind that if you want it to be popular, then it needs to be something that even if it's an instrumental, you could hum along with. So you got to remember to bag off on not too many notes. So hopefully that made sense. That's kind of my approach, and many other artists that you hear today approach for creating original songs. Now, if you're doing a cover, then you have to listen to the song. It would help if you learn the song words, but if you don't, you listen to the song and then go through your scale, find out what notes are in that song, and then just practice it, play it, or either find the notes and write them out if you need to see them and play it. But so we call that ear reading. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, are you talking about an original song? You want to write an original song, or you want to just do a cover, but you want to create your notes for it? Okay. Ah, you want to create an original? And I love creating originals. That's the way to go about it. If you want to do it, you create the music. Create the music. What you're gonna do? Try to you can kind of keep it simple at first, and then sing it out. One of the easiest ways, also you can find like a popular song that you like, and then go on Google and get the lyrics to that song, and then look at how they structure the lyrics of the song. And you're gonna find that most of those songs are very simple and they are repeating. You got normally your chorus, you have a bridge. Well, normally have a like a pre-bridge, your chorus, a verse, maybe a pre-bridge again, a chorus, another verse, and then the chorus, and then they're out. So you're gonna find that most of the lyrics and everything is the same throughout the whole song. So you don't really need that many lyrics. So you take that concept and you translate it over to your instrumental, and you'll find that it's very easy. It's very easy. Wow, cool. Wow, excellent, excellent. Wow. Oh, that's impressive. Thanks for letting me know. I'm glad I was able to help. So cool. See, I had to take a picture of that message. You are welcome, Ash Gaming. Man, I'm glad you let me know that, man. That makes me very proud to know that I was able to do something that helped you. So, um, I'm gonna go eat my lunch because it's 11 o'clock here, and my food is ready. Haha, that's 11 in the morning. I know it's nighttime in the U.S. So, it was a pleasure chatting with you guys. I will be doing more live streams, probably around the same time or a little bit earlier. Um, so just be looking out for the notification, and also check check out my instrumental page in the next couple of days. I'm gonna put some music up on that. It's called Rudeway Beats. So check it out, subscribe to it, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And hopefully, I was able to answer the majority of your questions. And if you have any more, just take a little note, and I'll be back online very soon, like in the next day or two. Well, tomorrow is Saturday, so very busy Saturday, Sunday. So in the next 2 3 days, I'll come back and I'll come on maybe like 2 3 times a week to be more interactive online. So have a great weekend. Rude Way. I'm out. Good talking to you guys. Any last questions before I go? Uh, Thank you, and also, and you have a wonderful. I don't. It should be nighttime where you at, unless you in Asia. And if it is, you have a wonderful night. And again, thanks for sharing. Let me know. Very proud of you. You did great, and you have a great, great, great night. See you later, Ash. See you later, Goku, and everyone else that is watching. And I'm out.